It's official. Friday night, February 18th. It's the Royal Gathering, live from Carpenter Hall.
Shalom Israel, giving honor and praise to the Most High God for the reading and the understanding of His Word. And family, let's go ahead. Let's get this out the way. Let's get this out the way because I'm too amped and I'm too pumped. So let's go ahead and do this. I want to wish every king, every queen, every prince, and every princess, I want to wish you a wonderful, magnificent Sabbath. And once again, thank you for bringing us in with your brother. Family, it is official! Friday night, February 18, 2022 at Carpenter Hall. Family, all praises to the Most High God. We did it. It is official. Oh yes, the Royal Gathering, family, the Royal Gathering. Live. And family, I cannot thank you enough. I cannot thank you. Oh my goodness gracious, I cannot thank you. This has absolutely blown my mind. It is official. We are going to gather together finally. And I cannot wait. I want to thank each and every last one of you for all of your donations. I'm going to continue to leave the donations up if you want to continue making donations or whatnot, because there are things that we are going to have to do around the city, like advertising and things like that. But family, the building is secured. It is set. The ink is dry. Family, thank you. I love y'all so much. We are going to turn that place out. When I tell you, family, I want everybody there. And just to let you know, just here tonight, what we are going to be talking about is Israel gathering. That is what this lesson is going to be about tonight. Now, let me take a detour really quick. As you saw at the opening of this royal introduction, one of our queens right here in the royal family, Queen Paula, her husband, her king, has went back to be in the presence of the Most High. So please, family, I want y'all to please keep Queen Paula in your prayers. Please reach out to her. I'm sure she is here tonight. I want y'all to please, show her your love on her, and let her know that you are there for her and that you will support her. Please do. And Queen Paula, you already know, you need anything, you reach me. Okay? Now that was that one there. I got to show y'all something else, family. And let me tell you something. I am so impressed by this king right here. One of our own. And this king's name is King Sean Robertson. Family, look at this. This is his book that he had published. Let me tell you something. The talent does not stop in Israel. It doesn't stop. And I wanted to make sure that I presented this. First of all, it is called The Shadow Lady. Well, The Shadow Lady by King Sean Robertson. Now, of course, you can pick this up on Amazon, Kindle, or anywhere in the world where books are sold. And I am asking you to please support this brother. This brother did not wait on anybody. He said, I'm going to do this. I'm going to publish this book. I'm going to make this happen. And guess what? He did. That is absolute motivation for each and every last one of you to do the things that you want to do. The things that the Father said, if you ask it in my name, I'll give it to you. As long as you're keeping these commandments, you do what I tell you to do, and I will give you the desires of your heart. And this brother went ahead and said, I'm going to be an author. I'm going to put out what I want to put out. And he did. So, King, for one, you already know the support has always been there, brother, and it will continue to be there. And for any one of our family members, whether it be on Radio Maliss or the things that you want to do, bring it. Y'all already know that I love promoting you, and I will continue to promote you guys because that's what we're supposed to do right here in Israel. All right, family. Let's go ahead and get this baby started. And just to let you know, tickets will be on sale next week for the Royal Gathering live event. It's going to be on sale next week. And once again, like I said, I'm going to I'm going to try everything in my power to make sure that these ticket prices are low, all right? I don't want anyone having any excuses as to why they're not able to get there. Also, for those of you that are traveling, you're coming out of state or whatnot, I'm going to be reaching out to those hotels and getting the best possible rates or whatnot for you guys, if they'll even allow us to participate in that. But I will tell you, I hate doing commercials, but I will tell you, Expedia is probably the way to go. Expedia or Priceline. I go with Expedia because they always happen to turn out to be the least expensive. So there we go. All right, family. So now the gathering, the royal gathering, which is what we are going to be doing on February 18th. Yes, we are. And we are going to have a time that, quite frankly, I don't think has been done yet, or at least nothing in recent history. Nothing in recent history, but the Father has instructed us to gather ourselves together. So what I want you to do, please, I want you to go to Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1. Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1, and many of you already know what this is, but we're going to read it anyway because I want to go ahead and start it off with this. Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1, and it reads, "Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired." And you know exactly who that is. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's our people. And the Father gave us an instruction. Not only did he say it once, but he said it twice. Not only did he say it once, but he said it twice. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired. Verse 2, "Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the shaft, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you." Do you see how he continuously says this? This is the commandment. And he said before the day, before them chariots come, before that sky crack, before he sends his son, our big brother, to come catch wreck on this earth. And yes, the goblet broke. I was mad. I was washing it. I was doing my dishes. I hand do my dishes. I don't like dishwashers. And it slipped out my hand and the handle, I was like, damn it. But I'll get another one. It's not that big of a deal. All right. Verse 3. "Seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger." So now what is that promise coming after? That promise is coming after the Father telling us to get together. And with this event here, I'm going to continue to incorporate this event into this lesson here because that's why we're doing it. This is not about camp bias. And this is not only about the royal family, because the Father told us right here that all of Israel are to gather together. All of us. So whether if you're in a camp, whether if you have listened to some of my lessons and you have disagreed, it is not about us. It is about being in the presence of the Most High and being under his instruction. I want everybody to come out. We put our differences aside that night. And we're going to do what the Father told us to do. This is the one thing that we can all agree on, that the Father told all of us to gather together. Okay? So that was that. That was that. Now, let us go elsewhere. I want you to please go to 1 Chronicles chapter 16 and verse 35. 1 Chronicles chapter 16 and verse 35. I'm telling y'all, ooh, family, ooh, baby. Oh, this is going to be so awesome. All right, 1 Chronicles chapter 16 and verse 35. And this said, please forgive me, this is going just a little slower than usual. But that's all right, though. Patience is a great thing. All right, there it is. "And say ye, save us, O God of our salvation, and gather us together." You see, these are our forefathers, our ancestors, saying, Father, gather us together. Put us all together. "And deliver us from the heathen." Why? Woo! What? Wait a minute. Time out. Whoa! Whoa! Why are we doing this? To get us away from the heathen. So Friday night, February 18th, and like I said, I'm going to continue plugging it. On that night, it is going to be us. It is going to be the 12 tribes, one location away from the heathen. It is going to be us gathered together, just as the Father said. And that purpose is to get away from the rest of the world, to be in a place where the Father has said, remember what he said in Matthew chapter 10, where 2 or more are gathered in my name, I am in the midst of them. So that is what we're going to do. We are going to make sure that we are there in the name of our Father, and he is going to be in the midst of us. That's right. No bias, no prejudice. Our people. That's right. I'm telling you, y'all better be excited about this. I'm telling you, all of this is not happening by coincidence or irony. This is happening because it was supposed to happen. You're supposed to be there. I'm supposed to be there. And we are going to make it happen, God willing. All praises to the Most High God. I want to read that one more time. And say ye, save us, O God of our salvation, and gather us together and deliver us from the heathen, that we may give thanks to thy holy name and glory in thy praise. Family, baby, that's why we are going. That is why we are going. That is why we are going to be there. And we're going to be giving our praise and our thanks to the Father. This is the reason why. I want to make sure that y'all understand this is the reason why we are doing this. It is not about us. It is about the Father. It is about time that he gets the praise that he deserves. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Now, family, I want you to please go to Psalms chapter 106. Psalms chapter 106. And I want you to please go down to verse 47. Once again, that is Psalms chapter 106 and verse 47. Precept. Watch this. Save us, O Lord our God, and gather us from among the heathen, to give thanks unto thy holy name, and to triumph in thy praise. Triumph. Now, y'all know that is not an everyday word. So, of course, you already know what I'm going to do. We're going to go get the definition of triumph. Let's see exactly what triumph means. The definition of triumph. Family, once after here tonight, you're going to see. Watch this. Triumph, a great victory or achievement. For all of us to finally obey the word of the Father and get together, that is a victory. That is an achievement. For all of us to take our differences and put them aside. All of us striving, fighting to be a part of that hopeful elect. All of us to get together and give the Father his praise. A triumphant praise. I'm telling, oh my goodness gracious, family. Goodness gracious. Now, please, I want you to go to Micah chapter 2 and verse 12. The book of Micah chapter 2 and verse 12. Oh my goodness. Can y'all tell that I'm really excited about this? Micah chapter 2 and verse 12. I finally get the opportunity to see my family. I get the opportunity to see you. Because it's not fair. Y'all get to see me every week, but I never get the opportunity to see you. So that's going to change. All right, Micah chapter 2 and verse 12. I will surely assemble, O Jacob, all of thee. I will surely gather the remnant of Israel. I will put them together as the sheep of Basra, as the flock in the midst of their fold. they shall make great noise. They shall make great noise, because that's what we're going to do that night. We are going to praise the Father. They shall make great noise by reason of the multitude of men. Now, family, let me be very honest with you here. Do you know how many seats are available? 700. There's that number 7. 7! God's number. That place better sell out. It better sell out. It better sell out. Woo! I'm telling you, these pieces could have not come together any better. I'm telling you, it couldn't have. It couldn't have. You could not have put this together in the world any better if you tried. This here is absolutely under spiritual direction. And once again, I want to give praise, all praises to the Most High God for allowing this to happen. And once again, I want to thank each and every last one of you that have contributed, each and every last one of you that have sent your prayers up, each and every last one of you that have contributed in any way. Once again, I want to thank you. Now, let's now go to Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 20. Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 20. And as you see with all of these here, every last one of them, it's all instruction. It's all commandment. Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 20. At that time will I bring you again, even in the time that I gather you, for I will make you a name and a praise among all people of the earth, when I turn back your captivity before your eyes, saith the Lord. We're in captivity right now. Right now. This moment, this instant. So now we know that we have to come up out this captivity. And the only way that is going to happen, family, the only way that is going to happen is when we keep the Father's commandments. So for all of us to get together under one roof, and of course, have the things that we're going to have that night, and everybody be in agreement, we got to keep these commandments. We have to keep the commandments of the Most High so that he could get us out of our captivity and let us go back home. Let the chariots come. Let our big brother show his face. It's a wonderful thing, family. Oh, it's an absolutely wonderful thing. Wonderful. Okay, now I want to go to Isaiah chapter 27, please. Isaiah chapter 27. And as you can see that this is going to be moving along pretty quick tonight. And to be very honest, I may not even keep you guys that long. I know very many of you are probably very happy about that. And that's okay. Isaiah chapter 27, please go down to verse 12. Isaiah chapter 27, verse 12. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall beat off from the channel of the river unto the stream of Egypt, and ye shall be gathered one by one, O ye children of Israel. So I just want to make this very plain to those who may be out there and having some difficulty. You know, those who are still out in the world, those who are still out in Christianity, those who are still out under the Presbyterian Church, or whoever it may be, Catholicism, whatever it is. The Father's only calling for the children of Israel. The Father is only calling for the children of Israel. Why? Why, family? Because that is his chosen people. The one, just like we learned last week, the ones that he took from the beginning. The ones that he told the world, this is my babies. This lineage right here from Abraham. I can't talk tonight. What the hell is wrong with me? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And Jacob and all his children and their descendants. Not the whole world. Not Esau. Not Moab. Not Ammon. None of them. Us. Our people. But guess what? People get mad. They get pissed off. Y'all niggas are racist. No, we're not. We're actually reading what the scriptures say. Actually doing it. Actually doing it. We're not making up our own doctrine as we go. We get in the scriptures. We study it. We get precept upon precept, line upon line. Here a little, there a little. And we present it forth. And we show the people exactly what it says. And if they catch an attitude, if they get a hair up their stinking doodle-filled ass, that's their problem. It has nothing to do with us. What we're going to do is keep the commandments. What we are going to do is follow what the Most High said. We're going to bring this word out. We're going to tell the world. We're going to tell our people exactly what time it is. We are going to tell our people, hey, you know what the Father said? The Father said that you have to gather yourself together. So what we're going to do, Friday night, February 18th, we are going to go to Irving, Texas. We are going to go to the Irving Art Center. We are going to go into Carpenter Hall. And we are going to gather together just as the Father told us to do. You got to spread the word. You have to be the advertisement. You have to be the person to tell them, hey, you know what? I'll even come pick you up. Bring your ass. That's what we're supposed to do. That's an instruction. That's a commandment. All right. So now, please, let's go to Jeremiah chapter 31 and verse 10. Jeremiah chapter 31 and verse 10. And let's see what it says there in Jeremiah chapter 31 and verse 10. Let's see if it's in accordance with everything else that we've been bringing out. Here it is. Hear, family. It says, hear the word of the Lord, O ye nations, and declare it in the isles afar off, in the isles, meaning them islands where you were scattered. Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, all them islands. Going all the way down to Asher, all the way down to Naphtali, all of the islands all over the place. Hear the word of the Lord, O ye nations, and declare it in the isles afar off, and say, he that scattered Israel will gather him and keep him as a shepherd doth his flock. The Father made the promise, I'm coming back to get y'all no matter where you are. No matter where you are in the world. It doesn't matter if you are in the deepest jungles of Unga Bunga, Africa. It doesn't matter. The Father says he's coming to get you. It's not by plane, not by car, not by horse, not by donkey. None of that stuff. None of it. The Father said, I'm coming to get you in my chariots. Your big brothers are coming to get you. Don't you worry. Wherever you are, this is why, family, you have to have faith. You must have faith. Without it, you're dead. Without faith and no works, you're dead. This is the day that you should be looking forward to. But as the Father instructed us, as we read in Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 3, he said, gather yourselves together before that date, before that time, before the sky cracks, before the boom occurs, and I send your brothers back. That's an instruction. That's an instruction that we are supposed to follow. And if you don't follow it, we are going to have some problems, because the Father told us that we are supposed to do this. Supposed to. Okay. Now, I want you to go to Ezekiel chapter 36 and verse 24, because I want to get a precept to what we just read. Ezekiel chapter 36 and verse 24. All right, Ezekiel chapter 36, verse 24. Watch this, family. Look at what it says. For I will take you from among the heathen. Stop. Now, what did we read earlier about the heathen? The Father said, gather yourselves together. Why? To get away from who? To get away from who? To get away from the heathen. The other nations. For I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out all the countries and will bring you into your own land. This is what's coming. You see, when we gather together, this is allowing that spirit to set forth in us to be like, you know what? It's almost time to go home. This is important. This event that is taking place is important. And guess what? This is only the first. This is the first one. It's going to start in Irving, Texas, but then we're going to continue going city to city to city to city. It's time to wake our people up. We have a job to do. I'm not sure if you noticed, but the earth is no longer the same. This planet, everything that is going on, whether it be from religion, whether it be in politics, whether it be in corporate America, whether it be in foreign stock and trade, everything is different now. The world will never be the same again. So if you are thinking that things are going to go back to normal, you are absolutely delusional. Nothing is going back to normal ever again. First of all, this was never normal for us. Never normal for us. All of these things that are happening right now, their empire is crumbling right before your very eyes. Chariot after chariot after chariot, you are now seeing for yourself. It's time. The days that the prophets spoke of, the days that Christ spoke of are upon us. We are living in it. We are walking in that time. We are walking in them grounds, family. If you have not picked up on what's going on around you, I'm telling you, there's absolutely no playing games anymore. So, we were in Ezekiel 36:24. I want you to go over one chapter. Go over to verse 37, please. I want you to go down to verse 21. So, chapter 37, go down to verse 21. Because, now remember, Ezekiel was a prophet. Not only was he a prophet, but he was one of the prophets that saw many things. And he had the understanding for what was going on. That's why I want to keep it here in Ezekiel. Ezekiel knew. Ezekiel, not only did he know, but he was destroyed at the things that he saw. But he knew that there was light at the end of that tunnel. Remember, he was the one that saw the chariots in full form, not the orbs that we see. The chariots in full form. And he described them all the way down. So watch this. Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 21. And say unto them, thus saith the Lord God. Who's saying this? The Father is saying this. Behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whither they be gone and where they were scattered, and will gather them on every side. On every side. So once again, it doesn't matter where you are. You could be living in the caves of Tonga. It doesn't matter. The Father said, I'm coming to get you. I want y'all to understand that promise. I want you to understand that promise of what the Father said, because first and foremost, all of these prophecies are lighting up. Like I always like to say, they are lighting up like a New York night. If all those things are happening, being that you are watching Esau's empire fall right in front of you, all those things are true. Is this not going to be true? You got to be kidding if you don't believe that. Whither they be gone, and will gather them on every side and bring them into their own land. Their own land. Their own land. That's before New Jerusalem. That means we going back home. The Father said, I'm going to come get my babies. I'm going to come get my babies. I'm coming to get them. And then after I do get them, I'm going to break my foot off in these nations' asses for what y'all done to my babies. This is why we have to gather on February 18th, 2022, live at Carpenter Hall, so that we can be in celebration of what's to come. I want y'all to understand that this is truly, truly a spiritual event that is taking place. I'm talking about even right now. At this very moment, that feeling that you feel inside of you, that excitement, that peace that you feel. This is why the Father said, gather yourself together. Come celebrate what is getting ready to happen. He's saying, I want the celebration before it happens. Can y'all imagine why the Father said that? Think about this here for a second. Can y'all imagine why the Father said that? In other words, he's saying, get your practice in. Show me how much you want it. Show me how much you are tired of the heathen. Show me how much you are tired of getting your asses beat. Show me how tired you are of being spiritually drained. Show me how tired you are of being mentally drained and tortured. Remember Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6, you are above all people on the face of the earth, but we are at our lowest. We switch positions with the base people. Are you not tired? So now the Father's saying, are you actually going to come out? Are you going to gather together? I gave you the facility. I gave you the way. Are you actually going to come out and show me just how much you are ready to go? That's what this is all about. Trying to tell you. Okay. So now, go to Ezekiel chapter 20. I like Ezekiel chapter 20. I got to look for the verse. Ezekiel chapter 20, I know it's 40 something. Ezekiel chapter 20 and verse 41. Ezekiel chapter 20, verse 41. Look at this. Look at this. I will accept you with your sweet savor. Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa. What did he say? His babies. Not them stinking niggas down there. No, not them. I will accept you with your sweet savor when I bring you out from the people. When I bring you out from them dogs. You know how dogs smell when it rain. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm going to bring you out from them damn cave beasts. I'm going to bring you out from the beast of the world because they stink and you have a sweet scent. That's why you love washing your ass and putting on cologne and perfume and smell goods, put it in your hair, everything. That's why we are the way that we are. We take after our daddy. That is not by coincidence. So I'm going to read that one more time, just in case you didn't get it. I will accept you with your sweet savor when I bring you out from the people and gather you out of the countries wherein ye have been scattered, and I will be sanctified, and I will be sanctified in you before the heathen. I don't think you understood that. I don't think you understood what that just said. The Father said, I'm going to be sanctified. In other words, I will be seen through you. I will be seen through you. I will be seen through you. All them other nations, they are going to see me in you. That is how important you are. That is why all of Texas, then urban, they're going to see all these beautiful Israelites coming out, and they're going to see you in your royal garments. They're going to see all these different, they're going to see you rocking your fringes, and they're going to be like, what in the hell is going on? And you know what it's going to bring? You know what it's going to bring? It is going to bring absolute depression on the nations. Why? Because it's saying, they know who they are, and our time is up. I'm trying to tell you, you need to be there. And again, I'm going to stress this. This is not a camp bias thing. You see, a lot of the camps, they like to stick and do their own thing. No. This camp over here, no, we're not going to interact with this one over here. We're not going to interact with this one over here. We're going to do our own thing. Everybody else, they can do whatever they want to. We don't want to associate. Can't do that. That's not what the scriptures say. There wasn't any scripture that we just read that said, okay, it'll be this sect, and then it'll be this sect, and then this sect over here. No, it said everybody come out. Everybody. All of Israel. All the 12 tribes. Come on out. Gather yourselves together. Oh, nation not desired. That is what it says. And all we can do is obey. If you don't think your obedience matters, there's something wrong with you in the head. It matters. He's not telling us this for no reason. Who's not to say that maybe some chain of event can take place in the heavens when this event happens on February 18th? Who's to say that this is not going to start a worldwide reaction to bring in, and I'm not saying it's going to happen, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying, who's to say it wouldn't? Remember, when we keep the commandments down here, it stirs up angel activity. When we bring out these scriptures, and especially when the Father is in the midst of us, the angels start going nuts. It's such a beautiful thing, family. I'm telling you right now. And it really is. It's a very, 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 very beautiful thing. And I can't wait. I really can't wait. Okay, so now, please, I want us to go to Zechariah chapter 10, please. Zechariah chapter 10. It's 10 and 10, as a matter of fact. Zechariah chapter 10 and verse 10. All right. I will bring them again also out of the land of Egypt, and gather them out of Assyria, and I will bring them into the land of Gilead and Lebanon, and place shall not be found, not be found for them. All right, so it's saying right here, we scattered all over, but he said, I'm going to bring them out of them places. I'm going to get my babies out. I'm bringing them out. I'm bringing them home. Why? That was always the intention from the beginning. The Father knew everything that was going to happen. He knew Adam was going to sin. He knew all these things. He already knew it. Now remember, we cannot try to think on the level of the Most High. We cannot think to be like, hey, well, if you already knew that, then why'd you even allow it? Because he's God. He can do what he wants. And a lot of our people have to understand that. He's God. He can do whatever the hell he wants to. Okay? The creator of the molecule. When you look at your skin, when you look at all this, he created all this. All the elements. The elements that created this microphone. The minerals, the copper, the silver that's in the cable that connects to the camera. All of these things were created because, first of all, he allowed it. But he also created the elements to allow it to happen. All the way down from the metals, the plastics, the petroleum, all these things, all of it. I'm telling y'all, this, whoo, goodness gracious, I'm telling you, man. Okay, now one of my favorites right here, I want you to go to Jeremiah chapter 31. Jeremiah chapter 31 and verse 8. Many of you should know this one. Jeremiah chapter 31 and verse 8. This one is so profound. Watch this one, family. Watch this. Behold, I will bring them from the north country. Stop. What north country? Where is that? Where is that north country? What it's talking about is a big, vast land that wasn't over there in the east, but over in the west. That north country on the continent of North America, where Jacob was scattered, beaten, bruised, tortured, manipulated, destroyed. I'm going to get my babies out of Babylon. I'm going to get my babies out of America. And I'm going to bring them home. Let me read that again. Behold, I will bring them from the north country and gather them from the coasts of the earth, and with them the blind and the lame, the women with child, and her that travaileth with child together. A great company shall return thither. The Father said, I'm coming to get them. I'm coming to get you all. I'm coming to get you all. Do you not see that's about to go down on this planet? Do you feel it? Do you feel that intensity? Every time you watch the news and you see a natural disaster, whenever you see these tornadoes just ripping through places, our people are surviving. Yeah, there's some property damage, but there's a lot of dead people that's not ours. Because remember what the Father said, the tempests are in his storms. You don't hear about the people who are dying of starvation. You don't hear about the poverty in Esau. You don't hear about the people that are losing their jobs. You don't hear about the people that are committing suicide because of this type of stuff. You don't hear about all the true cases of, you don't hear about all that. The ones who did not survive. Those numbers. You don't hear about it. Why? Because the news is a television program. A program. Something that they have control over. Something that they take and twist and manipulate for their agenda. You don't hear about those things. But they're very well out there. And they're happening right now. So when you have your health, when you have a roof over your head, you have a car to drive. Even if you don't have a car to drive, you have money to get on a bus. You have money to catch an Uber. You have these things where the Father is allowing you in the crisis of a pandemic to live conveniently. Conveniently. While everybody else is running around panicking. While even if some of you, even myself, that deal with health issues, and I'm still here with energy to talk about it. Y'all already know back in October or whatnot, I wasn't even able to speak. But the Father said, all right, enough, get your ass up, let's go. And kept me here. Those of you that suffer from COVID, you hear. Many people did not make it. So who's to say we're not that generation, that very last generation that will not see death? Come on now. Come on now, family. Come on, baby. What if we are that generation that does not experience death because we know that there is going to be one? With all these different signs and everything that's going on right now. And the Father tells us to do one thing, gather yourselves together. Gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. A commandment, by the way. A commandment. I want all of you to get together, and I want you to get together, and I want you to praise my name. I want you to tell me thank you. I want you to tell me thank you that I made sure that you was an Israelite, that I created you from the beginning. I want you to tell me thank you for making me above every other person on the earth. I want you to thank me for making you a God. I want you to thank me for just creating you and giving you the opportunity to live in paradise with servants at your feet. I want y'all to think about that for a second. I want you to think about that. That you have a God that loves you so much and is going to give you all of these different fruits of the earth, all of these benefits that you don't deserve, that I don't deserve. We didn't earn it. We didn't do anything for it. He said, I'm going to give it to you. Why? Because I love you. Because I love you. You said, I created you. I made you. You're mine. You're mine. I made you. I want to do this here for you because I made it. It was done out of my love for you. Even though you niggas down there are absolutely ridiculous. Y'all are a bunch of hard-headed, stiff-necked ass people, but I love you though. But there's going to be some of you that is going to listen to me, and there's going to be some of you that don't. Now, for those of you that don't, guess what? You gotta catch your ass whipping and you gotta go. I can't deal with you. But the ones that are here, the ones of you that listened, the ones that heard the bell ring, those of you who received the notification that says, gather yourselves together, you're going to make an effort to get to where I told you to get to. You're going to make the effort. You heard the message come out through one of my sons. He followed directions that I gave him. He brought it to our family. And he said, let's all get together. And many of you, you've donated, which, remember, that's going to come back to you. Now you got to get there. You got to get there. Why? To praise his name. This is important. I'm trying to tell y'all, this is very important. And not only that, but it is going to be a blast. Do you understand the honor that that's going to be? Goodness gracious. I want to grab one. I want to grab something here. I want you to please go to Isaiah. I want you to go to Isaiah chapter 43 and verse 5. Isaiah chapter 43 and verse 5. I want y'all to hear what the Father says. Watch this. Fear not, for I am with thee. I will bring thy seed from the east and gather thee from the west. We just talked about that a little bit ago. He mentions the west. Precept to that, to Jeremiah. You know where he sent his people. You beautiful black kings, queens, princes, and princesses. The honor it is to be called his. Do you know there are so many other nations on this planet that the Father said, I don't give a damn about, I don't care about them. He said, I don't care about them, I care about you. You're my babies. I love you. I love you. And I want y'all to get together. And I want all of you to start praising my name. I want you to stir up the atmosphere because these nations are going to see me through you. Y'all don't understand when I know many of you, because we've talked about this, for those of us who talk on Instagram and stuff, when you go out in your fringes. Now, me, I'm spiked up. I'm out. I don't play. And I get the look. I get the stares. Nigga. I get those. You black son of a bitch. You black bastard. I hate you. I know what's coming. I know what's coming. And what do? I look at him. And I just smile. I get that look. You know what's coming. You know what's coming. And I'm telling you, woo, I know many of you have encountered that, but I know a lot of you too, when they do see you and your friends, a lot of them come up. There's some of them come up and be like, oh, hey, hey, we know who you are. And that is gorgeous. A lot of you get a lot of compliments. I don't get compliments. I get the stares. I get the mean mugs. And that's fine with me. It's fine with me. Because I know that's something spiritual going on right there. Their spirit is recognizing mine. I don't know who I used to be. I don't know what the Father's plan is for me, but all I know is that I see the reactions. Bottom line. That's it. I don't try to look any further into it. I just know what it is. And I sit and kill them with that kindness. They can't stand me. I already know I'm a little asshole when it comes to that type of stuff anyway, and I enjoy doing it. Yes, I do. All right. So now I want you to please go to Jeremiah chapter 29 and verse 14, please. Jeremiah chapter 29 and verse 14. And as you see, all the prophets, they all knew this. They all saw this. They all knew what was coming. They all knew. And to think, just what we learned last week, to think that those very same prophets are here today walking around. Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 14. And I will be found of you, saith the Lord, and I will turn away your captivity, and I will gather you from all the nations and from all the places whither I have driven you, saith the Lord, and I will bring you again into the place whence I caused you to be carried away captive. I want you to think about Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68, like we read last week when Moses was talking to the children of Israel. The Father again now is talking to you. You heard that declaration all the way back then. You were standing right there when it came out, when Jeremiah brought it out. You were there. You were in the presence of it. You were in the presence of Ezekiel. You were in the presence of all the prophets. You were in the presence of the disciples. You were in the presence of Christ himself. You just don't remember. You don't remember because just like we read last week, the Father said, I'm not going to let you remember those things. Why? Because of ego. And here we are today. The very same Spirit, different vessels. Same Spirit, different vessels. And here we are, family. It's about to go down. We had that lesson too. Remember, it's about to go down. It's about to go down. All these things happening right now. The damn banks in Los Angeles. And not only that, but you can't even get to the banks. The banks are closed. The banks told you, now, nigga, you can't have your money. You will not be able to buy or sell. You can't buy nothing if you can't access your money. We are living in Revelation. We are living in Revelation. We are living in Revelation, family. Did you understand what I just said? We are living in Revelation. It is here. It is here now. But so many people want to play around. They love playing games. They love still dealing with their sin. You know, now, for one, we all have our issues, and we do. There's so many different sins that are on us because we've had so many years of actually sinning. And then when we come into the truth, there are things that you are going to have to fight through prayer, fasting, and supplication, okay? So don't ever feel as if you're just not perfect or whatnot, because you're fighting. But the thing is that you are fighting it. That's progress. That is progress. I don't know who that was for, but that was for somebody. Because you have some of these damn so-called teachers or whatnot who will just act like, you know, they shit don't stink. You know, they act like they crap beige, and they'll look at you and look down on you like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you had a fight too. You see, they get to that point and then they want to leave everybody else behind. It's like, no. When you get there, you lower the rope to help pull your brother and sister up. And that's why I can't stand some of them, because, and even a lot of them, when you look at the videos and you see them out there like on the corners and stuff, and you can see some of the spirits on them. It's not everybody, but you can see the spirit on a lot of them that just, they think that they better than people. And I can't stand that. I hate that. I can't. I don't give a damn who can get mad. Or you want to. I don't like that. I don't. Okay. Now, I want you to go to Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 4, please. Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 4. Watch this. Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 4. And here it is. If any of thine be driven out unto the outmost parts of heaven, from thence will the Lord thy God gather thee, and from thence he will fetch thee. So wait a second. It's like, wait, in heaven? Heaven? Huh? Heaven? What do you mean heaven? We're not up there. As we've learned before, heaven and hell are conditional. Okay? There is no place where spirits are burning in the underground right now in a pit of fire. No. There aren't any spirits dancing and living in clouds. No. All the spirits are in the presence of the Father. They're in with the Father. So what is that heaven talking about? Rulership, family. Your rulership, which is heaven. You having your servants. You have the earth as yours. Peace, tranquility, paradise, rulership. And the Father said, you're going to lose that. First of all, I'm going to take you away from your heritage. I'm going to remove it from you. You don't deserve it because you're disobedient. And I'm going to give all these kingdoms to the base people. The base people. The base. Their name is Esau. I'm going to give it to Esau. I'm going to take the bottom and put it on top and take the top and put it on bottom. That's what I'm going to do because you niggas don't listen. But when you start to listen, when you decide that I'm not playing any more damn games, when you decide to start keeping my commandments, and then what is that going to do? Is going to trigger me to send your big brothers back to come and get you, and then you will return to your heaven. The Christian church don't teach that, do they? The Christian church says everybody is going to be able to get in. Everybody will be in the kingdom and everybody is going to be eating damn Mike and Ikes and lemon heads and throwing Skittles at each other and sewing up teddy bears and mailing them to each other. No, nigga, that ain't what the Bible says at all. The Bible is speaking specifically to Israel, specifically to the 12 tribes, specifically to us, our people, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and says, I am going to come and get you, the obedient ones. And for the disobedient, I'm going to burn you. But for my obedient children, I'm going to put you where you belong. Oh, it's going to change. You're in your captivity right now, as it mentioned all throughout these scriptures. Yes, right now, you are in your captivity, but, I'm going to come back and get you. And when I do come back and get you, I'm going to make a spectacle. I'm going to make a scene. I am going to have something that Hollywood wish that they were able to produce. I'm going to be bringing chariots from this way. I'm going to be bringing chariots from that way. I am going to be raising these dragons up out of the ground. I am going to have these giants come out of these caves. I am going to have the cockatrice. I am going to have Leviathan come up out the water and breathe fire down on these nations. There's going to be all these different things happening. And the Father said, I'm going to be sitting there watching and enjoying. And guess what? The obedient you will as well. You want that? The royal gathering. Gather yourselves together. O nation not desired. I'm reading it. I'm reading it. And family, I think I've taken up enough of your time tonight. I truly do. I told you I wasn't going to keep y'all long, and I wasn't. I wasn't going to keep you long. But family, make the effort. Let's get there. I will make sure that everyone is updated. I will make sure that you have the website, phone number, whatever you need to the box office for the Irving Arts Center, Carpenter Hall, Friday night, February 18th, 2022 at 7 p.m. Once everything is available, I'm going to send out the notification to everybody. And let's gather ourselves together. Let's make it. Let's make it happen. And Texas, y'all are at the top of the list. Show our people just how Texas actually get down. Show them. Y'all like to live big in Texas. Isn't that what everything's big in Texas? Well, let's see. Let's see if the reputation will actually be the ruling number that night. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. I can't wait. I cannot wait. And family, once again, I want to say from the very depths and the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you. Israel, I am so glad we was able to bring this out here tonight. All of these scriptures, every last one of them came directly from the 1611 King James Version Bible with the Apocrypha. So if anybody has a problem with that, then take it up with the Most High. I did not write the Bible, okay? Those that the Father gave the Spirit to write the scriptures wrote those scriptures, and they did it in the Spirit of the Father. So if you have an attitude, don't have an attitude with me. Take it up with him. Take it up with him. And family, once again, we are going to have a wonderful, wonderful time. Again, I will let everybody know when those tickets are available, and I'm going to send it out through social media. I don't have a Facebook. I may go ahead and create one for this particular event just to keep everybody notified. Do me a favor. Let me know if I should do that on Facebook. I'm not a Facebook person. I don't like Facebook. It's of the damn devil. I don't like it. But for this particular thing, sometimes we have to use the resource of an enemy and for our benefit. So I don't know. I just may. And if I do, I'll definitely let you guys know. But once again, family, I want to say thank you. And I want you to enjoy your Sabbath. So get out there, family. Grab your families up, love them, hug them, kiss them, show them these words. Let them know exactly who they are. Let them know that they are a king, queen, prince, and princess. And we will be at the Royal Gathering Friday night, February 18th, 2022 at 7 p.m. live from Carpenter Hall. And with that being said, Israel, I love you. Thank you.